Dollar, dollar bill, come get her. What is it? Dollar, dollar, no. Dollar, dollar bill, come get her. Even your man know Nicki's doing better. Ooh. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, then welcome. Come on in, grab a drink, get comfortable. I'm so excited to have you guys. Today we're gonna talk about all of the foolishness going on in the music industry. Well, honestly, just your faves, Nicki Minaj. Let me preface this video, guys, by saying I am not a fan of anybody except myself. No, but seriously, I'm not a part of anybody's stand-up, so everything I say is really going to be unbiased. This video is going to be in two parts. We're going to first talk about, you know, just my opinion and how I feel about Nicki Minaj doing this song with Tekashi 6ix9ine. I didn't even introduce the song. Okay, let me back up. Yeah. You guys know that last night at midnight, Nicki Minaj dropped a song, or Tekashi dropped a song. Somebody dropped a song. What was it called? Trollz. Now, ever since they've been pubbing earlier this week about this song dropping, everybody and their mama has had an opinion, right? And so let me just give you mine. So basically, I think that Nicki Minaj once again has showed us that she has no moral compass. And honestly, I'm just absolutely disgusted about her even doing a song with Tekashi 6ix9ine and possibly giving him his first #1. And all this clout that he's getting, right? Because she has a huge fandom, stand-up with all of her stands or whatever. So I think that Nicki Minaj is just, honestly, I'm disgusted with her and her decision to do that. And let me tell you guys why. It has nothing to do with the snitching. I personally don't care about the fact that he snitched. Matter of fact, Nicki Minaj went on her live after the song dropped on YouTube. It had like 3 million views in 45 minutes. So anything attached with Tekashi 6ix9ine's name is going to get those views, right? People love to hate to watch. Right, so she go on live after this whole thing dropped, and she talked about her opinion on the whole snitching thing.
I want to say something about this whole rap situation.
Go ahead.
I feel like this is the music business, and I think we're confusing the two. So it's like when I talk about people not writing rap, that's the music business issue. Somebody else could be like, oh, I don't care about that if somebody write their raps. That's their prerogative because they're not in my business. They didn't blood, sweat, and tears and grind it out, so they don't, you know, have to feel a certain way like I do. My take on it is I feel street have every right to feel how they want to feel about snitching because they live that life.
That's a fact.
I feel rappers need to play it easy because everybody mingles and you know, integrates with everybody. And if a top executive rap call one of y'all unsigned rappers right now, sign y'all signing.
Yo, say it louder. Say it louder.
So
I didn't hear you.
We not gonna
say that part louder. I ain't hear you. Say that part louder. If a rap executive do what?
Call y'all a sign, y'all sign it. So let's be clear when we talk about rappers versus street. It's rappers that put guns they ain't never bust a day in their life in their music all the time. So we're not talking about rappers. I feel street niggas have a right to feel how they want to motherfucking feel because they in the field. And you know, I'm not on the block with 6ix9ine. Me and 6ix9ine is not on the block. We in the music business. So you rappers is in rooms all the time with people with sketchy pasts, and I'm not judging anybody because that's just, I'm not doing that. I have nothing but respect for so many of these people, and I would never fix my face to talk crazy about them. My husband doesn't with the snitch culture. My husband is just like, you know, I can't with that, and I respect him because he's lived a different life. But y'all want to make it rap 1 minute and streets the next minute. Y'all want to talk about people not writing their raps 1 minute and then do songs with people that don't write raps the next minute. But if somebody talk about the integrity of hip-hop, then it's a problem. But y'all can talk about the integrity of the streets and not snitching. Well, we're not on the block. None of you is on the block. If these that's still out there doing what they doing and banging and really living that life want to talk about it, I have to respect it. We all got to respect it because they play by a different code. And somebody can't speak on that. But as far as rappers,
cut it out.
Yeah, rappers got to just play it.
Cut it out.
Easy because y'all know that y'all bend the rules for certain people.
Listen, Nicki, they pick and choose. They pick and choose.
My whole thing is, girl, snitching is actually the least of everybody's worries. Or at least it's the least of my worries. I personally kind of agree with Nicki when she was saying that rap is a business. And Nicki Minaj understands that. And she's a businesswoman. And I get that. As an entrepreneur myself, I get that. You know, attaching your name to Tekashi 6ix9ine is going to give you those views, those numbers, all that, but at what cost though? And that's what I'm talking about. So for her to get on that live and talk about snitching and rap is a business, it's like, girl, snitching is the least of our worries. She talked about how, you know, her husband as a street ain't down for it, but you know, she's a businesswoman and she trying to make that coin. But your husband, he's a well-known blood, we all know this, and we'll talk about that later, but he's a well-known blood or whatever. And didn't Tekashi 6ix9ine get all these Treyway blood affiliates locked up and all that? So he ain't that bothered. Basically, he don't feel a type of way enough to tell you to stop. He enjoying that money, right? He enjoying that Tekashi 6ix9ine bag. So at what cost are we willing to sell our morality and sell our soul? And I think that's exactly what Nicki Minaj has done. So it really, for me, has nothing to do with the snitching. So then what does it have to do with? Well, for me, number one, the cultural appropriation. Nicki Minaj cried all over the internet about Cardi B and how she's a culture vulture and she appropriates black culture and she's a caricature and a mockery of what black women are. Cool, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, I get that and I second that. You know, that's cool. But then again, you're doing a song for the second time with a whole Mexican named Daniel Hernandez saying the N-word. Make it make sense, girl. Like, how you gonna have that energy for Cardi B but don't have that same energy for Tekashi 6ix9ine? Is it because Cardi B was coming and gunning for being that top spot when it comes to female rap? I'm not saying that she is. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, is that why it's starting to, the way that Nicki is being hypocritical, honestly, that's the only word I can say. It's starting to really make you side-eye and think, like, was it because she was just intimidated by Cardi B coming up in the game, and so she was trying to do everything and leverage anything that she could on Cardi B, like, oh, she appropriates black culture, oh, she's a culture vulture, she's not good for the black community? Because I agree with those things, but then why would you go right back door and do a song with Tekashi 6ix9ine or Daniel Hernandez and he's saying the whole N-word? People have called him out. I will stand firm in this, guys. I do not believe that non-blacks should say the N-word. I really think that the word itself is kind of like, should be eradicated. However, as a black person, I think that you should have the choice whether you want to reclaim that word or not. And that's your right. You know what I'm saying? And if you choose to reclaim it, then you do that because it was used to oppress you. But as far as everybody else, I don't think it's their place. And it's other words like that, like the F word, when we refer to people of the LGBTQ+ community. White people and non-black people just need to know their place. Like, everything is just honestly not for you. But that's a different category. So yeah, for me it's the cultural appropriation and I don't like it. We know that Tekashi 6ix9ine has had his own issues as far as being an alleged pedophile or just have had some type of grievance against him or whatever. Now that he has to fight his own demons and his own battles with that in court coming up later or whatever, but it's just not a good look. You know what I'm saying? Like, people already kind of judging you on the fact that you are married to a registered sex offender. He was charged and he's registered at one, so whether you agree with it or not, that's what it is on paper. And honestly, it just looks bad for Nicki Minaj constantly aligning herself and her brand with people with history, with not so good history. It's not looking good for you. So I just really wasn't even feeling her whole thought process as far as like wanting to do the song with Tekashi 6ix9ine. And honestly, I listened to the song. Nicki could have really did that song by herself. And that's another thing. I'm not understanding why she keep aligning herself with people. Nicki could have did that song by herself, and now she's about to get, you know, her second #1 of history with a whole nother person again. And it happens to be Tekashi 6ix9ine. It's like, girl, when it first came out that Nicki Minaj was going to be teaming up with Tekashi 6ix9ine, she put up this post about how all of the proceeds were going to be going to the bail fund for people that are locked up for protesting. So her post read, a portion of the proceeds from Trollz, including merch items. Dude, this one piece of hair on my lip will not let me make it. A portion of the proceeds from Trollz, including merch items, will be going directly to the Bail Project Incorporated. The fund provides free bail assistance to low-income individuals who can't afford to pay bail while awaiting their trial. We want to protect and support the thousands of brave people working on the front lines of social justice, using their voices to demand an end to the targeting and killing of Black Americans by the police. Black Lives Matter. Link in bio to pre-save Trollz video tomorrow at midnight. Okay, so she posted that up or whatever, and honestly, that was pure comedy to me. That was pure comedy for a few reasons. Number one, we all know what that is, and that's a distraction. Of course, she had to put out that the proceeds are going to be going to people on the front lines fighting for the social justice going on in the world or whatever, to distract people from, you know, dragging her for doing this whole thing with Tekashi 6ix9ine. So I get it. She tried to, you know, do the whole bait and switch move, but the pure comedy gold is the fact that anything that Tekashi 6ix9ine will be aligned with is to help get Black people out of jail. When you, sir, single-handedly, well, they also make their own decisions, but for the sake of this argument, you put many Black men in jail. I'm not dragging you for snitching, because a lot of people would have snitched in that situation, especially the loyalty ties were all up because they were messing with his baby mama, tried to kill him, it was all in his mama house. But it does send a false narrative out that you can do dirt, do crimes, be willingly involved with all of the mess that you want to be involved in, and then when you get caught up, you can just go ahead and snitch on everybody and then get off scot-free and be a millionaire. That is not realistic for anybody that's not Tekashi 6ix9ine. So I just want people to know that. But you single-handedly aided in locking up plenty of Black men. So I think it's pure comedy that anything attached to Tekashi 6ix9ine is going to be given to the bail fund to get Black people out of jail for fighting on the front lines. And that's just too funny to me. Before I get into the song, I want to say one more thing. Nicki Minaj is a hypocrite. So is Tekashi 6ix9ine, and I understand why they keep linking up with each other. And let me tell you why. Okay, you guys remember when Nicki Minaj was crying about the fact that Queen did not debut #1 because Astroworld from Travis Scott debuted #1, and she attributed that success to the fact that they were selling merchandise bundles, right? You could even possibly get, you know, a ticket to see the baby and all that. You know, they were using all the resources that they had to get to the #1, and Nicki Minaj was in her feelings about it. But girl, what's the difference? Like, you use your ass and they use their baby. Like, you know. But basically, she was crying about them bundling merchandise together to boost their sales or whatever. And what's she doing now? The same thing with Tekashi 6ix9ine. Now, a portion of the proceeds, we don't even know what this portion is. I'm not counting nobody's pocket, but it does raise an eyebrow when people don't say how much they're donating, because a portion could be $50 out of the millions or hundreds of thousands that they're going to make. And a portion of the proceeds are going to, you know, this bail fund, and all that is cute or whatever, but you doing the same thing that you was just, you know, getting on somebody else about. And then Tekashi 6ix9ine, you too. Okay, you guys remember when he was crying all over the internet or whatever about the fact that Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande's single, whatever that's called, it hit #1. And he was talking about they was buying views or whatever and buying streams or whatever. And then he was crying about the fact that they lowered the price, you know, so then he lowered the price and all that. Okay, fine. So the song just came out, but before the song even came out, yeah, and thank you Lovely T for this tidbit, before the song even came out, Tekashi 6ix9ine got the song dropped down to 69 cents. Now, you can argue that, you know, 69 cents, you know, he just trying to align his brand, and that's cool and that's cute, but I have two issues with that. The first issue is, then why aren't all your songs coming out at 69 cents then? Like, if that's just what you was gonna do. And then my second thing is this not for charity though? If it was really for the bail fund or whatever, putting it at regular price and then giving the portion of those proceeds over to the bail fund. I mean, it is for charity. You're still trying to make a profit, obviously. So why would you discount it when you still want to give a charitable donation and still make a profit? I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not counting nobody's pockets, but I thought that was a little weird to me. Now, let's get into the song itself. I don't care how you feel about Nicki Minaj or whatever. She has talent. At the end of the day, she has talent. She can rap that fake ass off. My thing is, I don't feel like she adapted very well into like the new generation. Like people like Drake has been around so long and probably will stay around for so long because his style has changed and adapted. He's still Drake, but he's starting to be a little bit more fluid and a little bit more flexible with his style, and that's branding and marketing. Okay, you want to always stay relevant and stay current. I don't really feel like Nicki Minaj has done that. Even in this song, she was still giving me, you know, old Nicki, which it's cool, you know what I'm saying? It's working. In her era, she was the queen of rap or whatever, so that's cool. But that was my issue with her. I feel like it was really no innovation. But I will say with this song, she did her thing. I mean, you really can't hate. I'm not gonna lie, I low-key like tried to hate. I was like, man, you know, this song really ain't gonna be. I don't even like Tekashi 6ix9ine. I don't know nothing about his music. I couldn't even tell you what he was rapping about in his part. He had a cute little part where I was like, okay, you know, he be doing all that yelling and shit. But before he started yelling, he was kind of in a vibe or whatever. And I was like, okay, this is cute. I can't tell you any words he was saying, but I was like, okay, this is cute. This is cute. But then Nicki came on, and the first line she said, honey, was a dollar bill, come get her. Even your man know Nicki's do it better. And you guys know that was a diss at Lisa Raye, and let me tell you why. Lisa Raye played in the Players Club. That is a hood classic, honey. You should see the Players Club. If you haven't, watch it after this video. You guys know the plot of Players Club, but basically Bernie Mac was the club owner, the strip club owner, Dollar Bill, and Lisa Raye was one of the strippers, Diamond, right? So she's basically saying, Dollar Bill, come get her. She acting reckless or whatever because Lisa Raye said that Nicki Minaj needs to bow down to Lil' Kim. So Nicki wasn't feeling that, so she said, Dollar Bill, come get your mans, Dollar Bill. So Dollar Bill, come get her. Even your mans know Nicki's do it better because you guys know her man was allegedly cheating with Nicole Murphy, Eddie Murphy's wife. It's also extremely beautiful to be so old, you know. Thought and keep you young, honey. But yeah, so she was definitely throwing shots straight out the gate at Lisa Raye, and I was just like, oop, that was a bar. You know, however you feel about it, it was a bar. And she kind of just came bar after bar. I do think that the verse got better as it went on. She did not stop at Lisa Raye. She also dissed Usher. She said, somebody ushered this into a clinic. My flow still sick. I ain't talking pandemic. Okay, so somebody Usher. You guys know Usher is allegedly has some type of diseases or whatnot. He's out here passing out diseases or whatever allegedly. So she said usher him into a clinic. You know, my flow is still sick, not no pandemic. All right, so she was messing with Usher. Same thing because Usher said that Lil' Kim kind of paved the way, or you know. Oh, he said that Nicki Minaj was a product of Lil' Kim, so you know what I'm saying, she wasn't feeling that either. Supposedly she also threw some shade at Meek Mill, talking about snitches when it's snitches in your camp. You guys know Tekashi 6ix9ine put it out there that Meek Mill is signed under Roc Nation, and one of their execs is a very well-known informant or whatever. So she was shooting at that. Whatever, she definitely had some bars. It was cute. She was looking good. It's not my style, you know. I don't wear all that colorful. Like, I'm very black, white, gray, rose gold, or nude pink, whatever. Am I ashy? Nicki will serve you some looks, honey. She was serving looks. She had the girls up and ready with just the stars on it, just bouncing around. I said, okay, Miss 37, where? She did her thing. She is a beautiful woman. She's extremely talented. I don't know why she keep attaching herself to people that's not even, that she don't need to be aligning her brand to. So at this point, I'm just like, you know, I don't ever think that the dollar is worth more than your moral soul. Say, what good of a man if he gains the whole world but forfeits his soul? Now, whether you're religious or not, that just goes with anything. What's the point of getting all this stuff if, like, you don't have no morality, no soul, like, no substance to your character, girl? It's no point. It's no point. It's all empty. It's all empty materialistic things, and it's just not worth it. And I think that she's really showing us now that that bottom line is worth much more than anything else. So, you guys, take that how you want to take it. Let me know down below in the comments how you feel about this whole situation. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, okay? Honey, thank you all the new subscribers that I've gotten so far. I really appreciate it. So, no, but real talk, y'all guys. Tell me how you guys feel down below in the comments, guys. Like, I'm excited to see y'all guys' opinion on this whole thing. I don't know. I don't care. Follow me on all my social medias. It's a good time. Go over there. Let's kiki. Let's be friends in real life. I'm about to go do a little bit of cosplay, and I'm really excited about it. If you guys don't know, I do cosplay, so follow me on my Instagram, and you guys can see that. Yeah, so that's all I got for you guys today. And until next time, bye. Mwah. Dollar bill, come get her. Even your mans know Nicki do it better. Girl, I don't care.